JShrek, What are we going to talk about today? Let's talk about gap insurance, right? So why would I get gap insurance? Well, let's say you're not putting down 15 to 20% on your new motorcycle. Would that be a good time to buy a gap insurance? Absolutely it would. Why? Because that gap is going to cover that difference between what you owe and the bike's value. And you might say to me, well, if I spent $12,000 on a motorcycle, isn't it worth that? Well, no, because the reality of it is this. If you bought from a dealership, whether it be new or used, with new, there's going to be more fees. There's going to be shipping. There's going to be freight and prep, right? There's going to be a dock fee of some type, and then, there's going to be taxes depending on which state. Not every state's like that. And there's going to be title. There's going to be license and title, right? So if you're not putting down 20%, then guess what? You probably got somewhere in the middle of 12 to 15 to 16% of extra money that's in there that's not the motorcycle's value. So let's say you took that motorcycle out, you didn't get any gap insurance on your new vehicle, and guess what happened? You totaled it. And let's say that they come in and say, hey, that was a great motorcycle. We're going to give you the $10,000 that you paid for it. And you're going to say, but I paid 12. Well, no, you really didn't pay 12 because that 12 was tax, title, license, and extra fees. It is not included in what the base value of that motorcycle is. What a great time to have gap insurance. And usually gap insurance is a minimal amount of money per, especially in a payment, right? It's definitely worth it. You know, if you're putting 50% down or 25% down, you should be covered and you should be fine. You should not need gap. But if you're not putting money down, you better put gap on that loan, because guess what? If something should happen to that motorcycle, it gets stolen or whatever might happen, right? Then guess what? Then you're going to be out and making payments on a motorcycle that you don't have. So I'm a big advocate of gap insurance if you do not put 20% down. If you do and you look at it and your value of the motorcycle, what you owe on it is less than the motorcycle, the base motorcycle cost, you're probably in pretty decent shape. You still might be a little upside down, but it's not going to be terminal like it will be if you put a lot of extras on it and all of a sudden. You know, also if you're putting gap insurance on it, you know, you should be covered to make sure that if that bike, God forbid, and I have had customers, regrettably, I want to tell you this, but regrettably, has it happened? Yes, it has happened. I've had them not get out of the parking lot before. So that's another good test also, is if you haven't ridden a motorcycle, take rider's training, right? And you know what? If it's the first time on your motorcycle, guess what? Have them take it to the house. Most good dealers will. They won't want you to test ride or practice riding on a major freeway or a major thoroughfare, which most dealerships are on. They want you to get in the cul-de-sac of your neighborhood and take your time and enjoy your new toy, because that's what this is all about. This is a recreational vehicle. It's for recreation. It's for fun. JShrek, yourmotorcycleguys.com.